And thank you. We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm the James with the Games, and welcome back to being part of the missing members, and welcome back to
the final part of What If Batman, and oh boy, this took days of streaming.
And I have to reload the dang game because if I accidentally pressed a button on the keyboard instead of a button on the controller. Derp. Also, I despise this about this game. This opening right here is not balanced for whatever sound options you have set in here. It is set for the maximum audio volume. And also, Will is here. And since I need to increase your volume because of the mic you're using right now is honestly pretty terrible.
Well, I'm using my mom's computer, not my own, because for one, my mom has taken over the kitchen. So that's why I'm here.
That's fine. We get ya. We hear ya. Actually, wait.
No, I don't.
Turn on the extras first. Even though Immune to Freeze is pointless, I like having it. I'm pretty sure I already bought the suit upgrades. Unfortunately, you cannot see the suit upgrades from this menu, which is really stupid. Like, extraordinarily stupid in my honest opinion.
Yes, but, basically, oh right, we were doing the boat battle,
After keep raising your volume, because if you keep talking away from your mic.
Well, how close to my mic do I have to get to? Like this? Because that's just gonna bend my neck, you know?
Most likely it's not how close you need to get, it's the direction you need to face. What type of mic does your mother have? Is it a laptop?
No, this is a, ooh. Oh wow, this is a USB, wired mic. So, that's why it's a bit, how do you say, more, yeah, no, this is a USB mic.
Check in Discord settings to see what it's set for the audio output volume is.
Alright.
Well, no, your input volume. Pulling. You gotta love Mr. Freeze whenever he's available. One hit killing every enemy. Why does there look like there's something up there?
Alright, so listen, my input volume is at the max. I can't raise more than was already been raised.
That just determines how loud you need to speak for the mic to pick it up. That is not how loud it comes across, you dork.
Well, I'm gonna put it at 2 decibels because, well, I want to make sure that I'm heard across the room. Unless you're not able to hear me at all. Fuck. James, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I've said I've heard you.
Alright, am I loud enough where basically everybody can hear me?
People can hear you. I'm probably going to turn you up to max volume at this point because of how quiet you bloody seem to be.
Well, I put audio subsystems to legacy.
And dead.
I'm not sure if I should put standard or experimental. And then I make sure it is on crisp, with echo cancellation, HD1 video codec, hardware acceleration,
That was just to blow that up.
open H264 video codec divided by 606. I don't know what the video codec is.
Alright, stupid dang minds.
Now, if I were to go ahead and echo.
Thank you.
What does that bring? James, can you hear me? Hello?
I could hear you barely. It sounds like the mic is on the ground and you're speaking it face level. If this is one of those mics that is like an actual studio mic, you need to old school studio mics. You actually need to pick it up and hold it like in front of your face like you're a comedian.
Will this do?
Really am I swag?
Yes.
I got home early.
Alright.
And now you're so loud I need to turn you down.
He turned me off.
Okay.
I thought you were playing your stream, your game, your Batman. What happened?
I am. It's just that William is having such bad audio problems that I'm like, okay.
Is he in trouble? You're calling him William instead of Will. My mom wanted you to call him when I was in trouble. Is he in trouble, James?
No, I was having massive mic problems. I had to go ahead and basically have my mic up to my face.
I'm sorry, Will. Did the mic taste good at least? Was it strawberry?
Okay, that was good. That was good.
And so the mic did not taste good. You got the iron mic. We have aura of camaraderie and rise my dear. What is that?
It's what he's trying to make.
Okay, so first things first. Why do you want our subclass paladin? Does this do anything different than the other paladin subclass?
Here's okay.
Let me just hand you the daggum document so you can read it.
I'm looking at it, and there's a freaking Peter Pan subclass that does this.
Peter Pan?
They came out with a Neverland adventure, and they have a Peter Pan flavored paladin. I am not making this up. This is a real thing.
Okay, all right. Well, James.
From what the?
It's
There isn't one from What are you talking about?
Oh, Peter Pan?
No, I meant from rules as written.
The rules is written subclass. I don't know if it had camaraderie. What's camaraderie actually do?
Okay. Alright. Well, you know what?
I just literally sent you the link to the
I'm
thing.
reading it now, and you just have like
He doesn't have the spell list made.
who cares about the spells? All they care about is the class. That's what people care about. The spells aren't that big. Combat the. Oh god. Okay, off the top of my head, I think it's cool, but actually no buts. This looks pretty solid. I could see someone playing this and be like, I am the bro.
Oh, so you actually like it?
Yeah!
It's not bad. I mean, I can see people doing it. And I'm a form over function guy. As long as it's, like, cool, I'd rather play a subclass that looks cool and makes me feel cool than it has mechanically great. But I know there's, like, a ton of people like James hate. I mean, paladins in general are looked down on as a point to begin with because
Actually, no. The only thing that will be definitely be looked down upon is expertise. Because the whole point of me making this subclass is
Was
the
to
enemy.
of all the gripes.
look. He shouldn't have expertise. He's a marshal. There are three types of people in the world of D&D. Spellcasters, marshals, and skill monks. Now the bard dabbles in all three a little bit, but he's not a master rail, he's a jack of all trades. That's his whole bit. So, if you're gonna be a skill monkey, and a marshal, and a caster, people might call you OP.
Well, my
Expertise you might be able to get away with, but I mean, expertise is usually a rogue thing or someone who's like the skill guy.
Well, yes, but
Hey, that's
Games
just
is
my opinion. And you know what, Will? If you're building a class, a subclass, just to get one thing out of it, not because you have a cool idea, you're just building a thing for you to get expertise. That's kind of asinine. You should be building a subclass for the joy of building your subclass.
he's kind of doing that, but at the same time, he's also doing it because of he has gripes that this is something I've brought up, which is that I feel this is more emphasized with like the fighter and the monk subclasses that get skill proficiencies from their subclass. I feel if you get a subclass at level 3, you should one of your big things is you gain a proficiency when you gain your subclass. You should gain expertise in that proficiency. That's one of my big gripes.
Proficiency is something you're not proficient. You're saying everyone should be able to double up on proficiencies to get expertise.
No, what I'm saying is that if you're a class that gains your subclass at level 3, and one of the things of your subclass is you gain proficiency in something, whether it be a toolkit or a skill proficiency, if you gain that proficiency at level 3, you should gain expertise for just that proficiency.
What? Why should they be an expert at level 3 at something? Expertise isn't just a skill buff. It means you're like one of the best people on the planet at doing something. You're a master. You spent a lot of time training to get that expertise. They're not just proficient.
It's also kind of why I feel like it's really stupid how a Bard 3 Rogue One can have 4 expertises.
No, that's not stupid because they dump everything in skills. They have no magic or okay, marshals don't really get much in 5e like they did in like Pathfinder and earlier editions where they had all these extra feats and shit. But I mean, if you had a bard rogue would be forsaking spellcasting and
No, I don't mean expertise in multiple things. I'm like, okay,
you know what, James? I don't got a dog in this fight. I don't play 5e that much. I don't care.
Thank you.
5e is a fucking dumpster fire. A lot of people say don't play it past level 7. That's weird and there's no point. And a lot of games statistically stop at level 7.
Fair enough. Man alive. Options. I thought I turned this down to 5.
Now, Big Daddy Will.
Alright.
Can you complete all your Besm stuff?
To be fair, honestly, I've been dealing with life stuff, but I have not started dealing with Bethlehem Future, alright?
What do you mean Besm Future? I'm talking about my creeper supposed to get me.
Yeah!
I want to make you a real monster, you know what a creeper is, so you probably help you understand this if you build something that exists. Besm is really good at assigning attributes to an already existing monster with an idea is fleshed out, or character with the idea is fleshed out. It's a lot easier to do that, in my opinion, than to come up with something worth in Besm.
I blew up.
I took the Contra guy and I like juiced his legs for speed and lifted it back. It kept the character simple.
This actually.
I'm guilty of being overwhelmed with options.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I kept talking about this is one guy talking about. Is there a way to make a girl magnet where you just attract delinquent girls? I go, yeah, it's a unique version. And then I'm like, if you make it at level 3, you attract the Queen of Monarch all here. I had to do a channel. That's my,
I can't believe I had to suicide to get that mini kit to spawn.
I'm sorry. You're killing yourself, James. It's weird.
No, it was weird. Mainly because of, it's just like a, why was that a required thing?
Okay, so, James.
Yes?
I play scripts and things on Sunday. And I hang out with someone on... Do I do anything on Saturday with you or no? No, I don't. What do you do on Saturday? Do you have a Saturday thing going on?
We have the game with the Papa Bear.
That's what it was. I play with Papa Bear. And I'm busy every other day of the week. So, what are your suggestions for my life? Should I just like run games on Friday night and still give up sleep? I'm not sleeping anyways. Why am I gonna ask you, Wilson? I know you're busy every Friday. They're supposed to have a hot date. Oh wait, you and James go together. Do you have a hot date with James every Friday night? No? Okay.
He's like basically a circus drummer, right?
You're away from your mic again.
Look, I know he's your brother. I'm just saying that for shock value. He's not even a good brother. He's a deadbeat brother. I was trying to get you to get... Oh, wait, you're the deadbeat. You're running money off him. Yeah. Well, at least you're better looking, so that for you. But, yeah.
Uh,
No more borrowing money off people.
ouch, damn, you sure must have heard, huh?
You told me yourself.
I mean, I am not as that geek as the only dead person in this room is not a physical person, but a character that has the name of Harry Backnor. He is the most deadbeat person.
Okay, look, Ian is a deadbeat, but that Ian's not in the room.
Oh, I know.
You play? You said in this room. I thought you were talking about James for a second. Like, James is kind of a deadbeat. I'll back you up there. But,
No, no, I meant like Ian's character. Ian's like grandpa.
he hates playing that character. He wants to be a different character. Spark making him play it. Dude. Sparky's evil.
Yep.
I think Corey just needs to give up on. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother because the only time he seems to be happy is when he's getting or he's playing one of my games like Teenage Star Space. Other than that, he's just I don't know. Doesn't seem to be happy about anything. Against the Red Sox though, he brings that back to me up. My God. I mean, have you realized that comic books, actual comic books, died?
The actual comic book what died?
No, the actual comic book, not the movies, but people reading actual comic books. Marvel went woke, or making comics, and DC also went woke, try to attract all these lesbian, gay, bisexual people, and it's just terrible. And
Some of them, yes, I can agree with you.
and because they did that, he just will not shut up about it. I'm like, bro, somebody cares but you. He's like, why? Other people should care too. We need more
The funny thing is, there are a lot of people that agree with him, and a lot of the comic strings that were catering to the woke crowd have not gotten their basically the next season renewed.
Yeah, they didn't do that well in the sales department because even the woke people don't like it. It's all forced. Which it was, kind of.
And I died again.
Like, when you make a gay character, that's not just supposed to be their defining feature. It's the gay guy. Make a normal character and say, oh, he might be gay, or oh, he is gay, who said that? You know, they don't like it when you go, it's the gay guy. Epic gay man. He's gay. He also has superpowers, and he also saves the day, but the main thing is he's the gay guy.
Oh, hey, a power brick.
Is that right, Will?
You keep getting further and further away from the mic.
Here, Will.
Honestly, I could give two shites about anything with comics right now, alright?
Alright, well then fine. You have to find out something else to talk about. Because that's all Corey talks about is fantasy lore, comics, and some horrible game to torture evil.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, eventually, I will emphasis on keyword on eventually. This is not now, this
What
is
would
not
you like?
tomorrow. Huh?
I'm telling you right now, I'll run that game. What was it?
Why are you home so early?
What do you mean, why am I home so early? I got off work early. There wasn't shit to do, so they let me go at 7.
Okay.
I got off a half hour early. It's a Tuesday. We have shit to do now.
Of course, my business doesn't have that mentality.
Well, your business isn't paid by the package, it's paid by, like, the hour. I mean, I'm paid by the hour, but the business makes money off of how many packages we do. And if the truck's fully loaded up, there's no sense in keeping us there. So they're wasting money, unless I'm doing something. I mean, I'd rather just go home the half hour early before it gets dark so I can see what I'm doing, but that's just me. Other people will just sit there and whack it in the break room for a half hour. But they won't let me do that. They say if I have to sit around and whack it, I gotta do it in the pharmacy. I like doing that. It's something I'm cool. Anyways, Will, what was the thing you wanted? Not today, not tomorrow.
Basically, I want to make either webcomic or anime version of Fantasy Noir. With all from first to third.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you draw?
I can do the writing and the direction.
No, can you draw? Yes or no?
No.
No, I can
Then
never.
it's not gonna be a webcomic. Make a short story or a light novel and get an author interested in that, and that's how you get your webcomic.
Okay.
That's how most people get webcomics if they can't draw themselves. They get they make a light novel or short stories out of it, and they get an artist or a comic person interested in it, and they'll help you set up the webcomic. But if you can actually write and make an interesting story, then yeah, sure, do that, 'cause that's the way you're gonna go. If you can draw yourself, then just draw the damn thing yourself and put it out there. But if you can't draw, you're gonna have to attract an artist that can draw, and that's how you do it.
Yep. All right. Nope. Thank you. The. Now, right now I am making the creeper for Besom.
Nice. So
I
I
got
was
the
in the Bedlam server. I was looking at other people's links they posted. One guy wanted like a bag throw magnet, and I'm like, yeah, you can do that, but there's not a unique defect. Because old Tier's like, just do the thing from extras, and guys like, I don't have extras. And then old Tier's like, well, just go buy the extras. Oh god. That's one of the problems, I guess, with that server is they'll refer you to just buy another book instead of give you an answer. So they keep their book sales up. I mean, I shouldn't be mad at them because that's what the book was for, but yeah.
Dad.
Alright. I got great news for you, Will. As soon as you make the creeper, I'm gonna turn around and make the printing. Yeah. You know who the printing is, right?
Yes.
Does Will know who the printing is?
No.
Well,
I don't.
have you played Just Gaia?
Wait a second.
Just Gaia, the game where you're the different demons like Laharo, Etna, and so on.
Nope.
Well,
One of the
basically,
few
it's
other
my
series
thing.
that's also on my cannot be saved list.
What do you mean it cannot be saved?
Long story. And I don't want to hear this argument from you, Zach.
I'm not gonna give you an argument because you're a Christian boy and this is the game where you play demons. Not like friends with demons, you're actual fucking demons from hell trying to take over the demon world.
Thank you.
It is It's the Japanese version, and it's weird, but they pull no punches. They're like, we're demons. What? We don't have to be good at all. We're evil. We're supposed to be evil. Let's go kick puppies. I mean, there are times when they say shit like that.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of the point.
But I can understand why you don't want to play it. I played it because I don't care. And they have the mob character, like the minions of Etna, were these penguin-looking guys called Prinnies, and they throw bombs and they wield a sword, and they're a popular mascot character. So if you actually throw the Prinnies,
They're explosive.
yeah,
Pretty dudes!
yeah, they're a fun mascot character. But I was gonna make them as like another monster character to post in there. But people has no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah.
3 mini kids.
Oh, I'm so coy with it.
Wait. Oh shit, they're both there. James, we're gonna get to the corner.
Wait, what's both there?
Disco and Zed.
He's not even staying shared service with me, but so Will's like, I want to write I want to make a web comic of Fantasy Norm. Like, Will, can you draw? He goes, no. I'm like, well, then you need to start with a short story or a light novel to attract someone who can draw or a comic person. And that's how you get your web comic. He's like, okay. Oh. And then we're talking about this guy and creatures and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I brought that up because he's talking about Fantasy Norn. He wanted to turn it into a webcomic. I'm like, okay.
Who did?
Oh, yeah.
Me.
But he
Oh.
can't draw, so we told him he needs to make a short story so someone will draw that.
A friend of mine was having me do a short story on it, and I was doing it from the point of view of one of the centaurs being sent to the Pink Desert Realm.
And how'd that go?
I don't know, it just sort of petered out, I guess. I keep getting torn between doing like non-player characters stories, or should I just do it with the PCs because they're the stars?
Well,
I'm torn.
you want to do it like from the Watson point of view, the sidekick point of view, and
Yeah.
they hang out with Holmes? Because that can work, but a lot of people expect it if they're reading the main character's story, the main character's point of view.
And also, it gets kind of boring after a while, I think, when they're just like, and then that guy did something awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Watson, it kind of worked because he was a writer himself, so he did the embellishing and whatnot. So
Well, he was also right there with
yeah,
Sherlock Holmes when stuff was happening.
yeah.
All that makes me think of is the Great Ace Attorney series, where that universe's Holmes is kind of just
What, Ace Ventura?
no. In the Great Ace Attorney series, it's basically, you know what Phoenix Wright is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically one of his ancestors who was first getting his license going to that universe's Britain to become an attorney, become a defense lawyer.
Alright.
And one of the first characters he meets is this universe's version of Sherlock Holmes.
Alright. Well, anyway, you should do it through the player character point of view story, because the sidekick sucks. Yeah. There's your answer. If that don't work out for you, you can blame me.
Also,
Ask me one question I have never been asked. If someone before you has asked that question, I shall kill all of you where you stand. If not, you will be rewarded with a magical item.
Okay. Have you ever been in love? I know no one asked you that question before. Don't you lie to me, McNeil. I know no one asked you that question before. Give me your magic item.
Like, the barbarian was like, awesome! What question are we supposed to ask?
Oh, I like the one about the redhead, the brunette and the blonde that were trapped on the island.
I feel that's awfully familiar.
Okay, so the brunette, they goes, hey, look, I found. No, all three of them at the same time find a genie's lamp, and the genie's like, okay, well, I can grant each of you one wish. And the brunette goes, I wish I was off of this desert island, back at home with my family and friends. And the brunette disappears. Then he looks at the redhead, and the redhead's just like, I wish I had the most awesome speedboat filled with gold,
Yeah.
so I'll be rich forever.
Alright.
And the genie's like, you got it. It appears, the redhead jumps in, and she's like, bye-bye, motherfuckers, and she takes off. Then the genie looks at the blonde, and the blonde goes, oh, I miss those two guys. I wish they were here.
Ha.
Oh no.
That is cruel.
That is funny, but also extremely cruel.
Only keep for 4 hours.
Butter.
That's tough, dungeon.
Oh, did you hear about the blonde? Did you hear about the blonde kidnapper?
You want me to get this?
Did you hear about the blonde kidnapper?
Nope.
Okay, so one day this blonde is desperate. She's like, oh, I need $10,000. What'll I do? I know, I'll go to the park and I'll kidnap someone's kid. Anyone would pay $10,000 if someone kidnapped their kid. So the blonde goes to the park and she finds this one kid. He's like, you in the red jacket. He's like, yeah, come here. He walks over. And he's like, what do you want? He's like, I'm kidnapping you. He's like, you're kidnapping me? He's like, yeah. And then she takes out a note and she writes on the note, put $10,000 under the slide at midnight, or you'll never see your son again.
Oy vey.
Oh god.
And the kid's like, what's that? He's like, this is your kidnapping note. And she pins it to his jacket. She's like, when you get home, you make sure your parents read that. So the kid runs.
No.
The kid runs all the way home, and the blonde goes and hides behind the swing set because that's a good place to hide. And she's sitting there, and she's waiting,
Oh my.
and she's waiting, and it gets dark, and it gets to be around midnight. And around midnight, a car pulls up on the other side of the street, and she sees a woman get out. And the woman gets out, and she walks over to the slide, and she puts a bag under the slide. And the blonde's like, ah, my plan worked, ha ha ha! And then the woman looks around, and the blonde hides behind the swing, and the woman gets back in the car and drives away. The blonde runs over, she opens the bag, and on top of the $10,000 there's a note, and the note says, how could you do this to another blonde?
Oh god. Oh wow. Oh damn. The reason why I put this in there is because it just fits me to a T.
Okay. Are you the Sphinx or the Barbarian?
The barbarian.
Barbarian.
Alright.
If you do not stop me, I will do some massive dumb shit.
I'm here.
Hi, Ian.
Was that like the cue for Ian to arrive? If you do not stop me, I will do some massive dumb shit. Ian, handle this. Or it's just a reenactment of when you guys arrived at the mountain controlled by the Masters. Everybody back on the flying boats. Just gotta leave this one be.
They're all right there. No,
We
I'm
never
not
saw-
really feeling this one, so
we never saw anything. Just shut up.
Yep, we never saw anything.
Pretty much.
Alrighty. So what do you guys feel like doing right now?
Part of me says rifts, but what do you guys think?
To the tunnels!
What? No, I don't want to do the tunnels. I want to do
So sue me that I actually want to see want to get this group out of these dang tunnels.
True. I'll admit.
I'm like, the more you put it off, the more that it'll become the Frum's realm.
Okay, so let me know when that's a bad thing. Let's see. Things I've actually got stuff kind of prepared for more. Sorry. Would be either continuing on in Cyber Goldheim or Lost Dragon Team.
May as well check out the tunnels.
Lost Dragon Team.
What?
James, just
Okay, so was that a vote? Was that voting for Lost Dragon Team?
That's the vote coming from me. All right.
Sure.
Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. So let's fait accompli for now. If we wrap up quickly, we can always try to get in a little bit of Cyber Goldheim as well. Because like I said, I got stuff for that as well. Okay, let me just open up the right things because I got them mixed up all over the place here now.
Yep.
All right.
James, take a look at your messages.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of.
Wait for a second. She want me to get this free game she found on Steam called Desktop Dungeon.
Ew.
Wait, did you say free?
Yes, free. For the next 2 hours, if you go there on Steam now and put in Desktop Dungeon, you get it for free.
Okay.
I'm
Is it any?
I don't know if it's any good. I haven't tried it yet because I came back to talk to you, Moose.
Okay.
But it's free.
Okay, free's not bad.
I mean, if I don't like it, oh well, I didn't pay anything.
Okay, 1.
Anyways, so I see that Ian's here. Ian, apparently Harry is like the biggest deadbeat of all the characters. And Will was explaining this to me. And Corey keeps making you play him because he's a bad man. You have my condolences.
I would prefer not to have to play him.
Corey, will you let Ian play somebody else now? Because we've beaten Harry to death.
That dead horse has not been beaten enough.
Damn it, man. Quit casting Resurrect now on the dead horse.
Resurrect it, kill it, eat it, crap. Resurrect it, kill it.
Dude, you can't resurrect crap unless you're making a crap goal.
Exactly.
I dug through my old gaming book and I found the Pleasure Palace of the Batuvian 4D.
Oh
That
god.
one weird solo adventure that got super infamous. And I read it, it's not that bad. But the one monster I really want from that has nothing to do with being sexy. It's the chocolate golem. Because getting killed by 300 pounds of the world's finest chocolate is a fate worth a mockery.
If you're gonna go,
He literally has a death by chocolate attack. And the
Like I said,
sad boss.
if you're gonna go,
Yeah. It's like, wow.
oh man.
Alright, Corey. I'm watching James punch an alligator in the butt to get spit out corn. What am I doing with my life?
I have no idea. Let's see.
Oh, Ian.
Yeah.
Goro called back from the Magical Boys game, so you're allowed to call him a nerd.
Nice.
Yeah. And I went on to Big Eye Small Mouth campaign on Thursdays. But, yeah. Oh, and sometimes we play Tears from Outer Space. And Corey basically, his little brother turned ants into sentient beings and tried to make his own army. Didn't work out.
No. But we have a fake embassy for ants that aren't really aliens.
Yeah.
Alright,
called-
gentlemen, I'm back.
I call that a win. Okay.
Fake embassy. It's a real embassy, Corey. To a fake nation, but the embassy itself is real.
True enough. Let's see.
Also,
Okay. So, Will's gonna do some stupid shit.
well,
Hey,
you
Ian, Will
Uh,
wants to turn Dancing Noir into a webcomic and have you be the star with your Harry Dresden guy. What was it? Harry whatever.
Sounds interesting.
But he can't draw worth a shit, so it's gonna be a light novel so we can attract the people who can draw.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. Also, I don't know if James has told you, but there's something going on in the midst.
Yeah, I may as well end things here since